So, perfect. So, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some advice from my experience, some tips, some helpful information on maintaining a really good armpit health, um, and we're going to be talking. One of the main points I'm going to get at is the darkening of the armpit, what that can come from, what causes it, how you can lighten it, how you can maintain nice armpit health, and never go back to having a dark armpit. So one of the main causes for like that darkening of the armpit is buildup. Um, Most of the times people are using deodorant or antiperspirant like Dove, like the white creamy deodorant. That creates a lot of buildup. And especially if you're not washing, showering at night and showering very thoroughly. If you were like me when I used to use deodorant, oh my god, I would swipe like 5,000 times. I kind of had OCD. I would be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting to like 30, and then I do 30 swipes together, and that adds up over time. And if you're not very thorough to make sure that you're like washing your armpits, it creates a lot of buildup over time, and that buildup is like dead skin cells that turns into dirt, and also the product. Um, so buildup is big cause of the darkening of the armpits. Also, and not washing that area thoroughly enough. Also, shaving can be a big part of armpit darkening. And I say shaving because it's creating it's like friction, and they don't really know how to shave properly. They shave against the grain on their armpits, and when you're shaving, you want to make sure that you're going with the grain, the direction that your hair grows in. If you're shaving and you're not shaving properly, and sometimes you're getting ingrown hairs, boils, and cysts. So like, let's say if you get an ingrown hair from shaving improperly, that ingrown hair then gets infected. Because you're not washing it thoroughly. You're not washing your armpit thoroughly enough, and you're constantly putting on that antiperspirant, that deodorant that has a lot of toxic chemicals in it. It's blocking your pores, and your armpit is a key area for elimination. You have a lot of glands here, and we sweat from our armpit. There's like hot spots on our body where we sweat from. The armpit is one of them, and sweat is a means of elimination. It's a means of detoxing out toxins, unwanted. It's filtering the things that it's filtering them out, the things that your body doesn't need, that can accumulate and become detrimental to your health. And so when you're blocking that elimination channel with the antiperspirants, with the aluminum, it's a concentration of toxins there. On top of the buildup of the product and the dirt that's not being washed off, and the sweat building up there, the toxins building up there, you can get the boils, you can get the cysts. And when you get those, a lot of people like to pick and pop their boils and their cysts and their pimples. And so when you're popping in and squeezing out that pus and that bacteria and those toxins, you're breaking the skin. And that's when hyperpigmentation occurs. And that's just the darkening. Hyperpigmentation is the darkening of the skin in certain areas. Like it's a overgrowth of like melanin due to like some type of like trauma to the skin. So if you notice, if you get a scar, the scar is usually darker than the skin that wasn't scarred, and it'll fade over time. But that can add to the visual of having a dark armpit. I'm expressing these things to you based off my own experience, what I've done, and what helped me, because I used to have dark armpits. I used to get boils. I used to get rashes, and I have had no problems with my armpit health. I sweat. I get an odor sometimes, but that is natural. That is natural. Now, if you have like excessive odor or excessive sweat, that might be an indication of some imbalance in your health. So let me get to the possible treatments that can lighten your skin and alleviate any of those unpleasant symptoms. So you want to make sure that you're washing thoroughly, especially at night, after you've had a day of sweating, of product being worn. Not scrubbing too hard, because that's a very sensitive area. You can get it kind of raw there if you scrub too hard, but you want to be thorough. You can try some like scrubs, like sugar or salt scrubs. That works to exfoliate the skin, to break up some of those dead skin cells. If you wear deodorant or antiperspirant, especially the white chalky kind, you want to stop. I get it. Sweat stinks. I get it. Sweat is unpleasant. People tend to think that it's not associated with femininity, and that's not true. Because I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway, I want to give your armpits an opportunity to breathe. You want to give your pores an opportunity to breathe. You want to allow yourself to sweat, to eliminate. That is good for your health. What you do to treat your armpit is to use lemon or lime. Now, the lemon or lime is going to work a few different ways. So first, I'm going to just let you know, because I swear by lemon and lime for using on your armpit. Now, it's going to neutralize any odor, like dead serious. And so you can use it as an alternative to deodorant. It will treat any bacteria growth from any type of buildup that you have there, or if you have a cyst or anything. It's going to treat it. It also will neutralize like the growth of any further bacteria on your armpit. Another thing it does, it's a lightener. Swiping that lime or lemon on your armpit, just getting a little bit of juice, not too much, because it can cause irritation. Give your armpit a chance to respond to the treatment. You want to be persistent. You want to make sure that you are doing this daily. It is not going to work overnight, but through time you will definitely notice results, and it is so worth it. Don't overdo it. But it is worth it. I'm telling you, it worked for me, like seriously. So another type of detox that you want to do is the bentonite clay. Again, whether you're using an antiperspirant or deodorant, or if you're not using anything, it is still beneficial to help draw out toxins and heavy metals from your armpit. Get you some bentonite clay. You can mix you some lemon in it. You can mix apple cider vinegar in it. You want to make sure that with the bentonite clay, though, you are not using any type of metal spoons or metal mixing bowls, because it will deactivate the properties of the bentonite clay. And I have some other remedies that I have used, not on my armpit, but I have used them on my face, and they really work. The first one is a mixture of cinnamon and honey, and I use it as a mask. I create like a paste, and I use it as a mask on my cheeks for some hyperpigmentation I was dealing with, and it really helped me. And so I can assume that if you would put that on your armpit, that would really help to lighten up some of those dark spots. I would put the paste on for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I would wash it off and continue with my routine of like moisturizing or whatever else. Another thing you can use is potato. So I would slice a potato. I would get like a red potato, small one. I would just slice a very thin slice off, and that liquid that kind of seeps out of the flesh of the potato, I would just rub that on my face. And I would leave that for about 15 minutes, and then I would go wash that off. Then I would do a bentonite clay mask on my face too. But yeah, and that helped to clear my hyperpigmentation, the dark spots on my cheek. And so I think that it would be beneficial to use the potato too. The potato has like lightening properties. So you want to put that on your armpit, leave it on there for a while, then go rinse, wash, and whatever the rest of your routine would be. One more that I tried, that I didn't try this long enough because I had already started the honey and cinnamon and the potato, and that was really working for me, and I didn't want to risk turning orange. Was a turmeric face mask. I forget what I mixed the turmeric with, but I'm sure you could just mix it with water. So powdered turmeric, and you would just put that on there and allow it to dry, and then rinse, and whatever else your routine would be for your armpit health. But yeah, that is about it. So that's my tips. That's what has worked for me. As you can see, my armpits are not dark at all. I no longer shave, so that helped me a lot too. I no longer shave. I no longer use deodorant or antiperspirant. If I do use any type of anything on my armpit, it is lemon or lime, fresh from the. I cut a slice and I put it on my armpit, like I said, if I don't want to risk having an odor. And that's all I use, and it works. One more alternative to deodorant if you don't want to use lemon. You can make a deodorant out of bentonite clay. You use bentonite clay, baking soda, um, any other type of essential oil. You can use coconut oil as well. You would make that into a paste, and then you just rub that paste on your armpit. You could use lemon essential oil or lime essential oil. That would be definitely be beneficial. And so, those things have worked for me, and I swear by the lemon. But I'm sure if you were diligent and dedicated to curing whatever symptoms you have or lightening your armpits, these things will work. They will definitely work. They're inexpensive. You don't need to consult a doctor. You don't need a prescription for it. These are things that you possibly may already have in your house, in your kitchen. It's natural. It's healthful. So, and it's helpful as well. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll be coming to you guys with more tips on ways to maintain your health, tips for things you can do for problems that you may have with your health, information on things that you may not be aware of about health and wellness. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.